As a church, we often talk about the importance of the arts in truth, beauty, and goodness. Over the years, I have been so fortunate to have been part of some really great events hosted by different churches across our diocese. So I thought it would be fun to share some of my experiences to maybe inspire different ways to support the arts within your parish. I also wanted to offer some tips for artists who might be interested in participating in a vendor event. Recently, my friend Elizabeth Salasco and I drove down to Denver to be part of a really beautifully organized event hosted by Our Lady of Lourdes Catholic Church. The theme for the evening was the Eucharistic Revival in John 6:51. I am the living bread that came down from heaven. Whoever eats this bread will live forever, and the bread that I will give is my flesh for the life of the world. Artists brought in all sorts of artwork inspired by the evening's theme. Sacred music was performed live by a string quartet, and there was a talk by Father Daniel Eusterman about the painter Raphael's work, The Disputation of the Holy Sacrament. After the talk and music, there was an opportunity to enjoy drinks and dessert in the hall of the church. Parishioners and guests could also meet with the artists who showcased their work as well as shop directly from the artist. This event packed the church with people of all ages, and it was a really beautiful way to appreciate and support the arts. The music was amazing, the talk was really informative and insightful, and it was a great opportunity to meet other artists and art appreciators. Sometimes as an artist, you can kind of feel like you're living in your own little bubble, so being able to actually talk to people outside the walls of your own studio space can be really fruitful and inspirational. I'm no expert, but I have really enjoyed every opportunity I have had over the years to be a vendor at different church events. Sometimes my home parish can feel really big, and it can be hard to meet people outside of Mass, so vendor events have been a really great way to foster a sense of community and fellowship among parishioners, not only in your home parish, but also across the diocese. Churches can support local artists and artisans while also raising funds for church programs and initiatives. In all the events I have participated in, if there is a cost to rent a table or booth space, the money is often collected as part of a fundraiser for the church. In my personal experience, any sales that the artists make during these events goes directly to the artist, and the artist is responsible for collecting any payment. I have participated in culture nights and art shows, spring pop-up markets after Mass, and even an event that included a talk about fashion. As an artist with a small Etsy shop, these types of events have been great to participate in because of the opportunities for fellowship, and the low cost or no cost makes it a low-stakes investment. If the type of event seems like it will be a good fit and have the right audience, it can be a great way to share your work with others. Because I just own a small shop that sells prints and stickers, I try to pack all of my stuff in an easy-to-carry tote bag since I'm often by myself or with a friend. The less I have to carry and set up solo, the better. Sometimes I have to bring my own table and chair, but oftentimes the church will provide one for me. I try to arrange my prints and stickers at varying heights so that there's a lot to look at and attract the eye, and for displays I often use baskets, organizers, and easels. I place my prints in clear sleeves so that the artwork is protected, and I try to make sure that my pricing information is easily readable so shy customers don't have to ask me directly. It's good to be able to accept different kinds of payment. I accept cash, check, or Venmo, and have my QR code available for customers to scan. Having access to the venue's Wi-Fi password helps to make electronic payments process easier. In the past, I have had a Square reader for credit card payments. Sometimes you might not have access to food, so bringing snacks or picking up food to eat before or during the event can be really helpful. Same with having a friend or someone who is willing to watch your table if you need a quick break. I have learned that it's okay if you don't sell your work or just break even on your table cost, because it can still be a way to network with people in your community and advertise your services. There have been many times when someone who picked up my business card at an event I was at reaches out to me later about a commission or wanting to order some prints. It's also a great way to change things up and meet some really cool people. An event in another city can be a fun way to explore, especially if you go with a friend. Has your church hosted an art event, or have you been a vendor? I would love it if you shared your experiences in the comments so that we can learn from each other. I want to remind you that you are loved, God loves you very much, and He loves your artwork very much. Thank you so much for following along, and I'll see you in the next video.